There's look at that thing. It's rotating.
Why did it sound one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. And it is Christmas Eve still. Had the wrong one up. I apologize. I don't even know how that got in there. How'd that get in there? Hope you guys are having a great day. It is December 24th, 2021. 1 week left. In what has been an incredible year. I would have to say for the country, not so great. But for Goof On, it was good. We'll go over a few of those things that made Goof On good earlier in the year. Look at all this stuff I got. I was rushing and was trying to get here, get things set up, and then I tripped over the green screen and ripped half of it out of the frickin' thing and had to retape it. And then I forgot the coffee, had to go do the coffee. And then I forgot the vape, had to get the vape, couldn't find the phone, had to get the phone. It was one thing after another. And then the bathroom, I had to go to the bathroom. If I didn't go to the bathroom, we'd have a big problem. But I hope you're having a really good Christmas Eve. We opened up our gifts tonight, because family is leaving tomorrow, around noonish, 2ish, around there. So we opened them tonight. And I must admit, it was interesting. It was interesting. Interesting. Got some interesting gifts. Yeah. Yeah, it was different. Different year. I'm happy because I got the Oculus from my Uncle Mike. You know, the 3D thing, the virtual reality headset, I got that. And that's something I always wanted. Actually, I got that Sunday. So I've had that for a bit. Haven't used it yet, but I've used it when I was in California. Cousin's brothers had it. And I said, I have got to get me one of these. And then I got some really good info in the mail. So I think 2022 is shaping up to be phenomenal. Phenomenal. I can't wait to see for the New Year's show. It's going to be phenomenal. Anybody can come in. I'm going to send the link out. You guys want to call in? I've invited people. Remember, I invited about 20 people, and I wasn't done. I said, what am I doing? Just let them come on whenever they want. We're going to be on for 5 hours, from 9 p.m. Eastern to 2 a.m. Pacific. That doesn't make any sense. From 9 a.m. Eastern to 2 a.m. Eastern, you dummy. What is this, early in the morning? Early in the show, I meant? I can't think. This is what happens. Rocks in Space, that's $5 right there, right out of the gate, saying, Merry Christmas from space. Oh! Wishing you all the very best. Lots of love to my peeps and hope for a bitchin' new year. Nah. Star. Nah. Sun. Nah. Moon? Nah. Love. That was nice. Rocks in Space, you are a continuing supporter of Goof On, and that is really a nice message. I like the end with the cow, the moon, the stars, the sun, and love. Thank you. Mucho gusto. I'm gonna get through this show. My throat's really sore from last night. Remember when I was doing Biden, Paching! And it hurts. I don't know why. It wasn't Biden, Paching! It was the summoner. What is this? Susie Como. Comau. It's Susie Como. Comau. Hello, Rich. I wanted to wish you and Mods a very Merry Christmas from Canada. Hey, friends up north. I love the show and how you call out the bullsh when you see it. You keep it real, but fun. Thank you. I hope so. We just want to have fun here. You go to other shows, Susie, and it's 100% serious. Every now and then somebody will make a funny by accident. Here, it's just me. I'm me, that's how I think. The words come out, the feelings, the anger, the love, the curiosity. I'm trying to weaponize it. Give me a break. It's me. It is. Thank you, Susie. Continuing supporter of Goof on $25. Canadian dollars at that. It's a nice gesture. Very nice super chat. Everybody, thank you very much. Susie, continuing supporter of Goof on. Forgot who I was. I've been Bidenized today. We talked about Biden. I can't remember who I am. Who am I? Doesn't matter. See? Yeah. That is going towards the show's theme tonight. It's lopsided, ladies. I see you here. I see you. I do. I talk to you. Right here alone on one page. Felicia, Coral, Susie, and Rocks in Space. I don't know. I couldn't think. I didn't have anybody else. I was thinking like Roxanne. But that's pretty good. We have a nice, I wouldn't say diverse, but it is. Diverse is Goof on. Goof on is diverse in every way. But the percentages are 85% men to 15% women. And can I say something about that? I wish it was 50-50. But the women who are in the field seem to do rather well for themselves. It's true. And you know that percentage has not changed in the 17 going on 18 years I've been here. It's never been any less, never been any more. It's strange. I don't understand it, but I want to talk about it. I do. Ew, I do. That's what you get when you wake up in the morning, right? I do. You can use that one. Use it with your kids. They'll get a kick out of it. Hey, what am I seeing here? See, tonight I was supposed to start something with Coral Ann, and she was going to be my assistant. I don't know. I hate saying assistant, but like a co-host. And she was going to monitor the super chats for me and post them. And then when I see them get posted, I'll introduce them. And interesting questions people might have, she would post it on the screen. So she'll have access. And then, but I forgot. I'm so used to doing this on my own. And I remembered with like a few minutes left before the show started. And I just, in the chat room, I said, Coral Ann, let's just do this next show, which would be Monday, because I don't think I can go tomorrow. I think I can, but I think I need to take 2 days off. I was so tired. Hey, Ben Yorkshire, UK, 2-pounder. He just made it into a little ball. He scrunched it all together, and then he put it in one of these, and he went, whoo. Hey, look at that. I got a couple of pounds, baby, pounds. Thank you, Ben Yorkshire, UK, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. That's right, you can help support GoofOn, even through PayPal, Cash App, or become a patron. We picked up a few more patrons. God, you guys are seriously unbelievable. Here, let me see. Let me pull up the new patrons' names here. It should tell me by now. Oh, yeah. Well, why didn't it? I thought we had another one. Yeah, it didn't pop up. Not yet. Well, that's weird, because there was one more that popped up. Samantha Morris, obviously. We said that yesterday. But there was another one. It's not here. Let me refresh. Yeah, it didn't pull it up. I wonder why. That's odd. I don't like that. I always like to thank everybody. You guys know that. Santa's on his way. Now, tomorrow morning, I hope I'm awake. At 6 a.m. Eastern, I will be going live. The James Webb Telescope is finally being launched 1 million miles from Earth. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, let me pull this up here. What is this? Patrons. It's always nice. How many we got? 36. Who are they? Okay, here we go. All right. Where is it? Yeah, uh-huh. All right. You know, I don't see it. Let's try this. I don't understand this account at all. You'd think it would be easy, and it would say new patrons, but it doesn't. It says patrons, then it says benefits, relationship manager, blocked users, and exit surveys. All right, here we go. Andy Cowley from December 18th, Samantha Morris from December 23rd, and Walt from December 13th, Phil Horlick from December 11th, and Al Guerrero, A.L. Warrior, I believe, right? Yep. From December 1st. And before that, there was Dorothy. She was the only new one in November. And then before that, Babs Williamson, Andy Gambino in October, The Urban Way, Carl, Shell Shock, Dorothy. Dorothy, you're in here twice. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you're in here twice. Are you? Yeah, you're in here twice. You need to get one of those out. Or I can remove you if you want. Sean, with a nice surprise there in September. Zane, Ricky Aldridge, and Jackie Oliver. And I'm not going to read them all, but those are the most recent 15 or so. But thank you guys. Mucho gusto, generoso. Very nice. It's interesting. Patrons, interesting. It's weird. Because we have the membership page for YouTube. And I think I'm going to activate it. Because it's integrated into YouTube. And you guys get special stickers. You're a different color. You turn green when you become a member. The only reason I didn't do it yet, because I have these 36 patrons. But I think we should transfer them and have them come over here. So I think I'm going to do that. And we'll have both of them for a while. And then if somebody joins, I'll say, hey man, just join over to YouTube. It's much better over there. I think it'll be better. Anyway, thank you guys. Hey, what's this? Jeff Garvey, $5 pledge. Rich, do hairy legs Biden, por favor. Alright, hold on. I'll do it after roll call, because roll call has to come. Jeff, that is a mucho gusto generoso super pledge. Thank you very much. You've got hairy legs. And when you get in the water, the kids would like to rub on my legs and watch the hair stand up. I know I like cockroaches, something like that. I don't do Biden. That almost sounded like him. I got hairy legs, and when they rub on my legs in the water, to stand up, I like cockroaches. Now I like cockroaches. I like to chew the heads off. What? No, I don't know. I lost it. Dorothy Hawkins with the $5 super chat. By the way, Jeff, mucho gusto generoso. I hope that was good enough, but I'll try again. Grazie. Dorothy, we're starting now. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your super chat. Merry Christmas to all. Everybody, Dorothy says Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas back. That's a $5 super chat. Grazie. You're a mucho gusto generoso. Good continuing supporter of Goofon. And welcome to the show. Ash Dobbs, welcome to the show. Hellfire Studios, welcome to the show. Shogun United, welcome to the show. Sir Wolf 67, welcome to the show. Unidentified S4. Anthony, welcome to the show. Metalhead, welcome to the show. Stu Gerson, welcome to the show. Felicia of the Beautiful Flores, welcome to the show. Ace Jets, welcome to the show. Carl Ann, welcome to the show. Will Strong Nova Star, welcome to the show. David _, welcome to the show. Shelly Michelle Morrison, welcome to the show. Shogun United, did I say it? If not, I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins, I say it again. Hey there to all the Goofonians I cannot see. That's about everyone. Just finished 3 hours of driving in heavy fog to visit a relative in the hospital. Eyes totally tired. Okay. Be careful. Just listen. You don't need to. There's nothing to see here. Lee Guy, the Baconator, welcome to the show. Walt Cobbin, the show welcomes you. Welcome to the show. Madam Two Swords with a $1.79 super chat. Birthday balls for the Jesus. XX. Huh? Oh, for Jesus. For Jesus. Christmas. Got it. Birthday balls right next to me. Over here. Wouldn't that be cool if I hit them and they moved out of the picture? And by the way, mucho gusto generoso. Nice super chat, so. Continuing supporter of Goofon. Complaziert. Welcome to the show. Alright, who snuck in through the front door? I'm not there yet. IR Film, welcome to the show. Scotty Eisner, not Billy, welcome to the show. Iba Kipakoba. Or is it Kifakoba? Kaifkoba. Welcome to the Shofa. No. I'm doing it differently. Usually I have a different way of doing it, and this isn't working out too well. Eileen Fox. No, Ellen Fox. Thank you very much. Metalhead. Welcome to the show. Ellen, welcome to the show. Sorry about that. Almost didn't do it. My throat's killing me. Wilcox Forehead's here. Welcome, Forehead. We can land those B-52 bombers now. Welcome to the show. Complaziert. Didn't I say it? I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. I'm off tonight. You can tell. Cloudy with the chance of UFOs. Love that. Merry Christmas, Richie. It's RICHIE, by the way. And everybody in chat. You got Santa, the Christmas tree, the snowman, a snowflake, a present. Somebody wearing earmuffs. I don't know what that is. Pigtails. And then a bow. Welcome to the show. Rogue Status, what's up? Yeah, I know, man. Good meeting you too, briefly, the other night. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. I think there's super chats here. That one time. Hey, that one time I was abducted by aliens are here. Welcome to the show. Brian L., welcome to the show. Bethany Cohn, welcome to the show. The only reason I'm doing a long intro because you know, it's Christmas. Thaddeus Isner, welcome to the show. Isner? Moonlit, welcome to the show. Off-World Adam, welcome to the show. We got 10 seconds, that's it. Oh, what's this? Quantum Stress, $5. That's a super chat on Christmas. Merry Christmas, dude. God bless you and the UFO community. You know, thank you. And the UFO community needs it way more than I do. You know, no, they don't. I need the blessings. This is it. This is my last year. 2022. You'll see what I mean. Thank you very much. Well, if I survive it, we'll know in 3 to 4 months if I survive it. Serious. Can't tell you what it is. Sooner or later I will. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso. You are now a continuing supporter of GoofOn. And that wraps it up. I think there was another super chat. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you very much. $5 super chat. Happy Christmas. Yeah, you don't hear people say Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, Merry New Year. Huh? No, it's backwards. I like it. Thank you. Mucho gusto generoso. They're having on the 29th, is it? A show for the New Year's. I'm giving out an award for the calmest. Is it the calmest podcaster in UFOlogy? Something like that? Yeah. We're doing that here. By the way, you're more than welcome to come here on the 31st. Obviously, everybody's invited. Everybody. Thank you. Mucho gusto, generoso. Well, I'm glad you are here, ladies. That one time I was abducted by aliens. That's a nice support right there. I appreciate that. Whoa, that just came up. That was weird. Hellfire Studios uses to make it a green Christmas. In here are some special goodies. These nugs are not your normal nugs. That used to be full. I used to have 4 of these jars. Full. It's 2 years old. Yeah, and I'm down to the nitty gritty, but that stuff right there, I haven't had it yet. I've been waiting to take a hit. I'm going to do it. Because of you, Hellfire Studios. So I'm going to pack it real quick. Nothing to pack. I just pick out a little piece. And it is what it is. It's hash mixed with if somebody owned a dispensary and made some experimental things with 30 different types of weed and other goodies, and this is that, and this is the stuff that legends are made of right here. That's why I'm saving it, because I don't have any actual greenery. I'm out for the first time in a long time. I still have stuff like this and the 95% THC, the gummy stuff. It's in a syringe. Oh, that stuff makes me see. It makes me feel I have out of body experiences taking that. Yeah, and this too, if I do a little bit too much, which I plan on it. You're going to see a change here in about 5 minutes, but I'm not allowed to show it. which is odd, right? You can't show that stuff. So continuing from last night, I'm just going to play this while I partake. And we're going to come back. I may open the lines to get a woman's point of view on ufology. And that'll be coming up in 20 to 30 minutes. So if you're still here and I open up the link for you to come in, you don't have to use video. You can just use audio. But I do want a woman's point of view about ufology. I do. I really do. I don't know why I do, but I need to know. I need to know. Whoa! What just happened? That was so weird. Thanks, Hellfire Studios. What's going on? Super chats are flying in? You guys are unbelievable. You know that, right? Here, look at this. Wow. Michael R., 27. I had to read it, like, really focus on it. That's how you do it. It's just $24. Like, and you tightened it, and then you went, whoo. Oh, I see what you did. That's 16. That's 8. 24. Grazie. That's how you do it. No message, no sticker, just throw in the money. Very nice of you. That's a nice one. And mucho gusto generoso to you and your family on this wonderful Christmas Eve. I heard Santa's out there. He's already started. Yeah, we'll check in on Santa. Yeah. Yeah, we will. We have to. Thank you very much. Michael R. I hope I'm saying your name correctly because it's Michaelr. Michaeler. 27 with 24 bones. Thank you. What is this? Hey, Rogue Status. Merry New Year. I like your style, man. I like the cut of your jig. Yeah, it was cool, man. I like meeting people that are cool, that I see on the other shows. Next thing I know, there you are. Alien Addict did a show. Where did I see you on? Oh, right. Truth Seekers. I go on different shows and I just don't remember them all. That was a good one. Thank you. By the way, you are now a continuing supporter of GoofOn, so congratulations. Thank you for your generosity. Mucho gusto. Generoso. Before I get to the next super chat, I have got to partake. I have to. I'll get that next one. Rogue Status. Thank you. All right, watch this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From last night, John Greenwald was talking about. Watch.
Story, and again, we'll dissect it a little bit,
right
but it created quite a bit of traction, or it got
doesn't
quite a bit
take
of
long to partake. You can hear it.
Quite a bit of reaction. The subject was I met Tom DeLonge and Luis Elizondo, and these are my thoughts. And so this essentially breaks down his entire story that he has conveyed to everyone else. Now, I will not go over it in its entirety. I invite you guys to read it in its entirety, but in order for me to break down every single character, line, and word would take hours, and I don't want to bore you guys to death. I want to get through this as quickly as I can. But this story linked in the show notes below, or if you're listening on a podcast, it's in the description. I've also linked over to my article, which links to everything that I'm talking about. Excuse me. So as I mentioned, before we get into really breaking down the story, this particular person reached out to me in 2019. February to be exact. And the reason, excuse me, why they wanted to reach out, according to them, was they wanted to essentially share some information. Nothing classified, and I want to stress that. There was never any secret anything that was shared. It was never on behalf of the U.S. government. This just happened to be an employee of the U.S. government, namely U.S. Army counterintelligence. So I want to stress that up front, that nothing was ever shared that was not supposed to be shared. This was just a conversation between people. He just happened to have been, again, U.S. Army counterintelligence.
Okay.
So again, he reached out to me in early 2019. According to him, he felt that I dealt with facts and evidence, and he liked that about the Black Vault, and me personally felt that it would be a beneficial, relationship just to share information, essentially talk UFOs. I've met amazing people over the years, and this particular person.
Thanks, John. Thank you, guys. I don't expect a huge crowd tonight because it's Christmas Eve. This is amazing that anybody showed up, Oh, I got to show you the shirt I got before we leave tonight. Well, we can... Who's this guy? Damien Smokey. Ah, that's funny. I didn't know it was you. You token with me? $28. That's a mucho gusto generoso as well, so. Man, you guys are really awesome tonight. Every night, actually. Yeah, but I am very grateful. You're a continuing supporter of Goof On. I appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to you and yours, as everybody. Merry Christmas to you and yours. And I appreciate the help. By the way, I wasn't bonging it out. I know it sounded like it. But all I did was take a sip of some coffee in my snowman mug. Look at how Christmassy it is over here, huh? I cheated. I wanted you to think, but no, I really did. I got the little bowlie right here. When I first started ufology, nobody talked about smoking. And then I met somebody who became my co-host, and he smoked out a lot. But I didn't tell anybody I was smoking. I didn't want anybody to know, because back then, in 2005, 6, when I was just starting up the show, if you smoked, everybody automatically back then thought you were, not too bright. You imagine stuff. You believe stuff you shouldn't. But we changed that. Once it was starting to get legal, and when it was legal in Arizona, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, now you can just walk around with it in Arizona. It's you can buy it anytime, and you don't have to have a doctor's note or anything. But yeah, we were definitely one of the first shows to freely talk about smoking. And it was weird, and it still is. It's very strange. It's legal here in Florida. You have to have a card. Yeah, right. Thank you, Damien. Right, that I'm seeing the chat room. They would tell you're smoking too much. Yeah. See, right now I'm feeling what I just did. Totally different person. Not even the same. Not even the same. So, I was trying to come up with the show topic last night for tonight. And I'm like, maybe I'll just take tonight off. I said I might. What is it? It's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. And I said I might take it off, probably won't, but I had nothing to talk about. And then, I don't know how it happened. I was watching something on TV, on YouTube actually, and it gave me the idea that, and we've talked about it before, that there's not enough women in the field, and I know why. It has nothing to do with women being harassed, because they're women, and God forbid, they're around all these men, 8 to 1, they might feel a little intimidated. I don't know that. I'm just saying that's what I would think, if I was a girl, around all these guys that know a lot of stuff about ufology. Not all of them, but you know what I mean? They give the impression they know a lot. I could see it. Because I feel that way when I go on a show with all women. Like, I feel like I am so much smarter than everybody here. And, no, I'm joking. Hey, I'm joking. I had to say it. I'm a comedian first. That was funny. I don't care. Don't get mad at me for being a jokester. But I went on a ghost hunt with an all-woman ghost hunting team. And we went to Tombstone. And I saw them do things that men can't do. I did. They were brave. They weren't scared. Guys, I've been on ghost hunts with guys, UFO hunts, and this is guys. This is how guys react most of the time. Rich, I got one. Dude, look at that. It's right there. Oh, shit. You know, here's a girl. A couple of girls I've been on ghost hunts with. Hey, Rich, what do you think that is? Does that look like anything to you? Calm. Controlled. You know, not waking the neighborhood up. Taking notes. Even though it's all recorded. Taking notes. I miss that person. Yeah, no longer with us. But it's a different animal. Altogether. We all know men and women are different. Like, I don't even know how we get along. If it wasn't for sex, I don't think men and women would be friends much. No, I'm serious. That's how different for a short period of time. Now, I know I'm putting a blanket on both sexes here. But let me tell you this. It's my experiences that make me speak this way. And that's it. I'm not basing it off stereotypes. I'm not basing it off anything else. If you're a woman or a dude, I'm basing it off actual things I've witnessed, people I've hung out with, and done research with, interacted with online, and so on and so forth. There's nothing else. Everybody starts out equally. But I've met so many weird guys that I was a little uncomfortable. Like, is this guy going to kill me? You know? Jeff Woolwine was one of those guys. Every time that guy went behind me, I'm like this. I'm following him. I'm like, you ain't going to kill me, brother. If you saw where he lived, you would have thought he was setting you up to have your car taken and your body examined, and not by aliens. I should have never went. What is this? What? Mario, look at you. That's a 2-pounder. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much. You got the peace symbol, the loving heart, the Christmas tree. I've Galaxy strain. I've got about every strain in what I just did. I'm feeling pretty good, I have to admit. But good for you. Galaxy strain. Rock on, man. Thank you for being a good friend of the show, too. Mucho gusto, generoso. See, now, you see how I'm doing this? Like, if I had Coral Ann in here, like we were supposed to tonight, she would have pressed that, and I would have said, oh, look, we got a super chat. It would be a little smoother. Hey, whoa! Hey, it matches my shirt. Sort of. It does. Threx box with $50. If I were an alien or a ghost, I'd only talk to the women. That is a great point And let me tell you why it's even better than you think. That is such a good point. Because it made me think of the school children. And I'm going to tell you right now, those school kids, those 66 or whatever it was, that saw the UFO coming and going had telepathy, conversation with the alien. Remember? You're going to ruin your planet with your technology type of speech that this girl got. Forget about that. What's more amazing is that the aliens talk to children, thinking their message was going to come through to someone with, power, maybe a way to convey the message quickly. The aliens didn't discriminate. If there was an infant or a toddler walking around, they might have spoken to it. Because they don't know. Maybe they just got here. Maybe they're like, oh my God, this is great. Look at all these human beings here, whatever they call them, Ed. And Ed's like, yeah, I'm going to go outside and talk to one of them. No, don't go outside. Those are smaller. So what? Let's give this one a message they'll never forget. As a matter of fact, I'm going out to everybody in this school. That would be a trip. So the aliens got out of that ship, walked up to the fence, whatever it was that was dividing them, and spoke to children. Not the adults, not the older looking humans, children. That's what your comment just did, Threxbox. And that was a very nice chunk of change. You weren't joking around. Thank you so much. That's interesting. Would you really talk to the women? I would talk to the women. I don't know. If you were an alien, I don't think you would be attracted to another species. Like, I don't look at a ferret and say, oh yeah, I'm getting down with that ferret. No, ain't gonna happen. But thank you for the $50 super chat. Of course, you're a continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto generoso, Threxboxo. I'm so stupid. What is wrong with me? Oh, hey! No way! Alien Girl 101. $10? That's a UFO, an alien, a UFO, a heart. That means you love them. UFO, alien, Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, Rich. Christmas tree, UFO, alien. Those are the three best emojis or icons, whatever the frig you want to call them, stickies, that you could really give on a day like today. It's perfect. Thank you, Alien Girl Uno. Make sure to check her show out. I don't know. You're on whenever you want, right? You don't have a set schedule or anything. Or do you? Are you on every night? Yeah. Well, go check out Alien Girl's show. You guys are crazy over there. I love how open you are on your show. And Alien Girl has the other two from that one time I was abducted by aliens on their show, right? They just had like 40 girls on, I think it was a week ago. It wasn't 40. It sounded like 40. It sounded... He's so sexist! I'm joking. Or am I? Of course I am. COVID. Oh, you want to hear? Oh my God. I don't know if I mentioned it. Thank you, Alien Girl. Mucho gusto generoso. So my dad, I don't know, I think I did. My dad had his birthday party on Sunday and one of the guests got COVID. Well, so far, I'm feeling okay. And the people who were around him, like his wife, cousin, and other people, tested, and they're negative so far. But you think after 4 or 5 days we would have seen it, right? We would have felt it. But he already felt pretty bad 2 days in a row before that day. That day when he woke up on Sunday, he started feeling much better. So maybe the contagion of it just left. But oh my God, it was so close. I shook hands with him. This is why I don't go out. Jennifer Siami, £5, a continuing supporter of Goo. It's going to be one of those shows. Does not matter if guy or girl. Some people are half there and half on other side. Yep. Thank you. Now I joke around a lot because I can't stop myself. But no, I do think if it was 50-50, Jennifer, ladies, it would be different. How'd that... I just saw some... There it is, okay. It would be different. I'm telling you, this field... I don't know. If you look at the people that are lying, cheating, and stealing, it's all guys. And then Linda Moulton Howe. She's gone. She lost her way. You know it. And I like Linda. I do. I really do. But I think she's now at that part in her life where she doesn't need to worry. She's done it all. So she can come up with the Antarctica guys. And she can come up with arts parts and sell them for $35,000. Because she's done it all. Cattle mutilations, crop circles. She was in the beginning. She's done more in her little pinky than I've done in mine. Is that how that goes? Thank you, Jennifer Siami. £5. Not messing around. You're a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Gigi Abby Lynn with a $10 super chat. You're a sweet man, Rich. Love you and Florida. Yeah? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And you know what? Florida loves you. And you're a sweet woman. See how nice we got along right there? Hey, Dark Hour Paranormal, what are you doing here, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, you calling me now? Huh? Oh, Mike, is that you? No. I'm busting your chopsticks, Chief. I'm glad you came here. Hold on. Ooh, I'm just going to go see it. Special time if you're... Yep, got it. I've got some really good messages today. It's Christmas. Thank you, Gigi Ebelin. You're very sweet. That's $10, a nice super chat, and you are a continuing supporter of GoofOn. I know look, tonight's Christmas Eve. I interrupt the show to put out the super chats. It's not always like this. But there is going to be help on the way for this, right? When Coral sits in, or if she can't, somebody else is sitting in and helping out. There won't be the interruptions like this. Don't get mad. I know I just got a couple of messages. Stop announcing every super chat. Thanks, Gigi. Abby Lynn. I know. Some nights it's just different than others. So, what do you want? I know. I should keep going and forget about them. I know, but I can't. Jennifer Siami again. Rich. I mean on the other side, literally. I mean spiritual realm or ghost realm. Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for clarifying. And that is very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get into that realm. Not that I know of. But I would kind of believe it. That's good. Thanks again for the £5. An extra 5. I'm going to be adding weight. That's right. I am. I'm on I'm going to try to do something at my age that very few people do. And I'm going to get back into try to bodybuild again. I don't know. Not seriously. I'm not going to compete or anything. But I want to change the body. I want to look not huge. You know, I'm never going to do that again. But I want to look like I did when I was 35. And I don't think I have far to go. I think I can do it by the end of the year. If not, September. But I'm starting tomorrow. With the whole new regimen. Yeah, it's going to be weird, man. I'm going to get tan. I'm going to do it all like I used to. You won't even notice me. Nah, you will. I am very excited about this because I need to do something like that consistently. I haven't been doing it for the last 2 to 3 years, ever since Angus passed away. Really, that's kind of when it started. I just didn't feel like doing anything. And then COVID hit. He passed away on Father's Day 2019. 6 months later, 7 months, we're into COVID. And then they sat around that whole year, did nothing. They closed the gyms. Remember? Yeah. Anyway, like see what happens. If I gain 5 pounds in 4 months, I'll be happy. That's it. 5 to 10 pounds. I'm going for 10. All right, let's see. I bought all these protein drinks. I've got the whole bottom filled with like muscle milk and some other stuff. I can't remember the name. I'm going for it. All right, so yeah, you won't see Gatorade. It's all water now. No more Gatorade. Hardly any coffee. B12 shots, baby. I don't know. I think, and now let's get serious here. I think that with the 85% of men in this field, the 15% of women, really, to be honest, I don't think have any impact on the people that are here right now. Like, here's what I mean by that. It came out differently than the way it should be. Like, I don't see a lot of collaboration. Maybe because, well, I mean, I'm with Third Phase of Moon in the panel, but if it wasn't for Third Phase of Moon, I'd still be just goof on. I don't know. I like collaborating. Because I used to do it when I had the website. We'd share each other's banners. Remember those days? If anybody here had a website, all the the UFO websites, you would say, hey man, I'll put your banner on my banner page if you put my banner on your banner page. And we could just, share that information. And it worked. But we don't do that in ufology. Here in ufology, as we should. I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of not collaborating. I admit it. But I'm talking about men and women. Now, because it's such a drastic 85 to 15, comparison there, it's only obvious that the men and women, because any show you go to, it's going to be guys mostly. So when women are out in the field and they go on these shows, they're going on another guy's show 8 times out of 10. Right? It's not 50% women and men, I tell you that. You look at all the shows out there, there's a couple. You have, and I'm talking pure, just women, or the host is a woman. And then you got to look at, like Melinda Leslie, Leslie Keene, Linda Moulton Howe. Who else is there? That's it. Those are the 3 names you hear about, right? Those are the 3 women. Linda Moulton Howe, Leslie Keene, Melinda Leslie. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, what's her name? She's got the podcast with, Erica Lukes, right? You said it the same time I did, Jeff. Who else? Christina Gomez, obviously. Yeah, I couldn't remember her name. So that's 5. Oh, and Amy, of course, and I Was Abducted. You ladies. Then you look at all the guys. I mean, that's really it, isn't it? That's where it ends. Oh, and what's her name? Tomas Fessler. Yeah. So 7 or 8. Yeah. So all those ladies. The Artemis. Yes and no. I mean, Apollo. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yep. Very good. Jennifer, that's interesting. Hold on. What is that? That wasn't there 10 minutes ago. Yeah, good for her. Good for her, Goth White. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? You know, by her calling me out is the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing as if nobody was saying something. Who cares? Talk about me. If you have to spend 20 to 30 minutes on your show talking about me, and I don't see there's nothing else you can call me out on. See this, ladies? That's what she's been doing. But I don't say anything. I don't say anything because I don't care. I hear everything. I see it. I mean, come on. He thinks his friends are really that close? Yeah. Her friends talk to me. It's a great world, this ufology world we live in. See, I don't have that problem with I did have a problem with this one girl, Debbie Daly. She trolled me for 3 years on Blog Talk Radio. We talked about it the other night. But I don't know, ladies. Do women act that way? I think I need to have somebody chime in if anybody wants to. I'm going to pull this up here. Invite. And females only. For now. If anybody wants to chime in. On what do you think women can do? Or do women care? I don't think they care. Like, I'm talking about it now like I think it's important that we have more women in the field. I like going out doing UFO hunts. And I'm not looking, it's not about hitting on women. I was married when I did that stuff. And besides, it wasn't that way. It was purely business, really. Which is what I liked about it. There wasn't joking around like guys always talk about stupid stuff. And there's an alien probe, Rich. I think I probe your butt. And when a girl says that, I'm like, yeah, I know what you want to do. You know, that's what's bad about the field. You can't. Men are sexist. Men are always thinking with their thinking caps. Even if they're not attracted, it's always a joke. It's always something in their minds. I don't know if that's a problem here, but I've heard horror stories from women in the field literally being stalked by guys in the field. And sometimes I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that guy was that way. You know, it's like, Jesus. You remember when Truth Seekers was going off on Emery Smith, and Emery Smith was dating this, fake blonde, whatever. And then she was on Truth Seeker's show talking about, well, he cheated on her. So she went on his show and was getting the dirt out on Emery, on how much of a liar he is. That he's abusive mentally, drinks and does drugs and lies about what he is and who he is. And what he did. And then, I don't know, man. It's just a crazy field. It is. I don't know who said this. And I don't even know if it was about ufology. But ufology is like high school. That's what it reminds me of. And I didn't like high school. I didn't like how fake people were. The cliques, between the jocks and the mean girls. Remember that movie? Good movie. True stories. True stuff. That's real stuff. Guys pouring itching powder on other guys' jock straps before they get ready for practice. I mean, how is that funny? Because the guys are itching their balls. Dick humor. Not a big fan. But that's the type of mentality that I see a lot. I see in ufology. Now, if I want to talk about Jeremy Corbell, I don't know. I never hung out with him. But I don't think Jeremy Corbell would be that kind of guy. I think he would take it seriously out in the field. Because he doesn't know anything. And he would feel insecure around people who knew stuff. So I think Corbell would act normal. But go out with Linda Moulton Howe? You know what I mean? But Linda Moulton Howe, if you went on a UFO hunt, Skywatch, let's say, with her, I don't know. I think she would have her notebook out there. I think she would be all serious. She wouldn't sit out there and go, never mind. I can't say it. I see Dorothy Hawkins is here. What's up, Dorothy?
Hey, not much. I'm getting an echo and I don't know why, but that's all right.
No, it's gone now, right?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Good deal.
I'm not
That was my
actually
fault.
in the field, but I am an interested bystander, and I see what you're saying about the lack of cooperation between the women and the men, and I wonder if it isn't like how it was in the past in some fields like mathematics, where there was this idea that women just really couldn't compete or couldn't really seriously do it, or they just weren't interested. Is there that sort of sentiment in the men?
I think so. Yeah, I think men are more interested in aliens than girls too. That was a good point. I forgot about that. Don't you think? It goes because how men play with space toys and things of that nature. I didn't grow up and see any girls playing with Star Wars figures or Star Trek.
Oh, heck no. It was dolls and, dressing my cat up. My,
yes.
Dolly clothes,
I know. Well, that's interesting. So maybe it has nothing to do with, it has everything to do with male, female. It's just it depends on the way you were brought up, I guess.
Well, in a perceptual sense among the people that you're working with, the age group you're in, where you come from, what you were raised with, and how it seems to you, I just don't know enough about all the others in the field to know if that's really a true thing amongst the group as a whole, or if that's just, my impression sitting on the sidelines and looking at it. Hard to say.
Well, think about, let's go and just look at the last 30 years and what women have been here the whole time. That's what I'm talking about. Those women. But it's and then I was going to split it up and say, then you look at all the people who came in the last couple of years. And why did that happen? Was it because of Tom DeLonge and TTSA promising all this stuff? Maybe. But Linda Moulton Howe, Leslie Keene are the two that I can't think of any other who's been around for the last 30 years.
Right.
Anybody?
And that may have something to do with it because there aren't that many role models for women to follow when they're growing up.
That's true.
Models in front of them to say, oh, if she can help launch rockets, onto the moon, then I can do it. Nobody heard about Hidden Figures until what? 2010 or something, 2015 or whatever.
I know. I never knew that. It's a fascinating story too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess because of YouTube, social media, the way things have turned in the last 5 years, 10 years, with YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and Instagram, and TikTok. My God. It's in YouTube. It's amazing. And I don't blame people for wanting to come into the field, just to feel it out or whatever. What bothers me is when people come into the field, man or woman, and act like they've been in the field for 30 years. It's very interesting to me. It reminds me of UFO Jesus, just as an example. He thought he knew everything in his first year here. And it was like, I don't understand why people are following this guy. I'm going off on another tangent. I know. Thank you for helping out. I was losing concentration on what to talk about. I have so many thoughts going through my head. I
I'd
don't
love to
know
hear from some of the other women in the chat. I hope they hop on.
if they want. Yeah. Oh, there's another woman who's been in the field since 1990, since 2002. The Phoenix Lights woman, Dr. Lynn Ketai. She's been pretty good for the UFO field, but her story's bullshit. Are you familiar?
Too many stories are bullshit.
It is. But then, we go back to that thing I always say. Oh, it's okay. At least we're talking. At least we're talking about the possibilities. I could do that by myself. But I like seeing women in the field. And there's another one. Nicole Sackich, I don't know if she still is, Grant Cameron's assistant ufologist. She does some good work, Nicole. So that, she's 41. She's got another 30, 40 years left in her if she wants. She could be the new Linda Moulton Howe.
Well, what I do love to see about the women in ufology now is that they're young, they're energetic, and they're not, tied down to old ideas about being women in the first place. You know what I mean? And I like that.
I do too. Some of those women are here listening in, Alien Girl and the Abducted Girls. I can't remember that whole name. But yeah, they are, they're not in their teens or, in their 20s, but I think early 30s, right? Somewhere around there.
To me, that's young and energetic.
It is. I know. I know. That's so funny. It is. Hey, I got started in this field when I was 36, I believe it was. Yeah. It seems like everybody I meet is in this field since their mid-30s. It's really weird. Something about that time, I guess. Maybe you start maturing or I don't know. All I know is that I'm an immature guy, right? I like to have fun, so it's looked at as an immature trait. But it really isn't. I'm as serious as a heart attack when it comes to this stuff. But people think because I joke around, it's bad for ufology. It's bad. I hear that all the time. And I see the one time I was abducted girls joking around a lot. They have fun. And I like seeing that. I'm glad that they're having that kind of fun. Good camaraderie in there. They all know each other. You know, they invite more ladies on, and then some guys as well. And yeah, it's just interesting. I like it. I wish it happened a lot sooner for them.
Well, I'll tell you what, shirts and ties don't make, believability. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love that you said that. I love that you said that. You know how I feel about Unidentified Celebrity Report. All of a sudden they go from Hawaii shirts to shirts and a tie.
Well, you notice UFO Jesus reverted to wearing normal shirts again. So.
Right. But people still call him UFO Jesus. It's great. They'll never lose that. Yes.
Well, I thought it was interesting how absolutely sure of everything he sounded when he was talking about how he was actually doubting himself. And I'm like, wait a minute, how's that possible? If you're doubting yourself, how can you sound so sure of every single point you're making in being so unsure? I don't get it.
Are you talking about his
style? Yeah, his style is very much, I am schooling you on what I need you to know because I am sure I know. Whatever. And he's sure he's very unsure.
He is so strange. There's something about him that is just a tad askew. Like I look at a lot of people and I'm like, man, okay, I understand what they're saying. But this guy seems like he's trying different things constantly. And I think that's just who he is. Like he's insecure maybe or nervous to talk. I don't know what it is, but he's odd.
Well, he definitely sounds like he's, an authoritative figure. And,
yeah.
The shirt and tie in that case certainly seemed to work because the hairstyle was totally at odds with what he was wearing. Okay.
They put on the shirt and tie because somebody told them to. People will take you more seriously. And if you want to get on TV, they're going to look at you guys before they look at Goof on. That's what was told to them. So they flipped the switch. And they started wearing shirts and ties. They looked like they were just coming out of work, like a telemarketing room or something like that. The shirts don't fit. They're either too big or the button's off or the collar's unfolded the wrong way or the tie's tied backwards. I'm like,
next
come on,
going to
guys.
be they're going to have to wear pocket protectors with leaky pens so that they actually look like they're actually doing something.
And thick frame glasses, yes.
And there you go. And white coats, white lab coats. Definitely.
White lab coats. Oh my God, that would be hilarious if they did that. I should do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I should do. Maybe I'll change my image.
There you go.
No good? Well, you know what's good about the women, because it's part of the topic, they're not putting on shirts and ties.
Oh, heck no. They're just being themselves. And I like that.
I know. But, I don't know, Dorothy. Is it changing ufology to a point where it's not taken seriously anymore? Everybody's just casually talking? Or do we still need to have shirt and tie guy on, or girl, as a mouthpiece for this field?
Well, I think the NASA people with their shirt and ties are totally appropriate in their weird glasses and their pocket protectors. Those guys are 100% appropriate to be wearing shirts and ties because that's what they wear at work and that's what they do at work. But if you're in the field of ufology as a researcher, you're actually out, hauling gear and doing this and doing that. And, it's just like shirts and ties just don't mesh with that. I mean, I don't know. You're not in a studio setting where it's like you're sitting around a news desk and you have papers in front of you where you're, reading your news segments for the night or something.
True.
To me, it's just at odds with the truth of the field itself to put on some false costume to make it seem like it's more serious. It's serious on its face. It doesn't need a costume to make it more serious. I mean, I don't know. The president wanted to give everybody a really, really good Christmas present. he could give them all high-powered binoculars with cameras in them so that they can look up at the sky and just like click. You know,
That's for sure.
you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing about that group over there, that show. They don't have any sky watchers, people with any, like, they're very green. But yet it's not what they know. It's who they know. And they're taking advice from people. I mean, they've skyrocketed past GoofOn just recently. They gotten over 1,000 subs in a weekend. And then they just picked up another 400 or 500. It's because somebody's spoon feeding them those guests, you know, that, well, people quite frankly, want to listen to. And also, they know people in the know. They know Lou Elizondo and, you know, all these people. So they've got a leg up now. That's fine.
Well, for the moment.
It is what it is, you know. I know what they are. I know that they're not bad. They're not bad guys. I don't mind watching their show sometimes. But I don't like the way they're spoon-fed everything. Like, they didn't have to work that hard. You know what I mean? When something's given to you and you just casually get 7,000 subscribers without blinking an eye, whereas me putting in all these hours every day, working my ass off, traveling back and forth in the country, you know, talking about stuff, making documentaries with, you know, helping Third Phase out, making my own. And you know what I mean? It's like, it kind of, you know, it pisses me off.
Doing the work and not getting the credit for it. Yeah. Well,
I mean, I get it.
Distinction that you have over 6,000 real, live, breathing subscribers.
That, you know what? That's true.
Distinction.
That is really true. Yeah, thank you for that. See?
You can forget about, you know, all their subscribers because they're on paper or in internet computations only or whatever they are. I just was floored when I heard that you could buy subscribers. It's like, are you kidding me? To make yourself appear more credible, more weighty.
I can't believe it.
And it's like the shirt and tie thing. It's like putting on a costume with subscribers. I'm sorry. I don't like fake stuff very much.
Interesting, because, yeah, when you get a lot of subscribers like that, half of them may never come back again. They just subscribe because they were there, you know, during the show.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, you know, and that you said that, because it did snap me back into reality, because the reality is, we earned everybody, I think, you know, and lost quite a few, and lost quite a few too, because, you know, I stood my ground on certain things, and that's something I don't think they would do, because they kiss ass, to be honest with you. They don't ask the hard questions. They refuse to do that. They refuse to cause any waves, and that's the difference. Anyway, I can't think anymore. Yeah, for sure, for $2. I also got a couple of more here. I just wanted to announce them. I don't know where they went. Ale Warrior, thank you very much. 99-cent super sticker. Yeah, for sure, $2. Do I want to do a viewer call-in sometime? Rich. Send me your information to goofonradio@gmail.com. I'll be happy to take a look. There it is, scrolling along the bottom. Thank you for the $2 super chat, by the way. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And there's one more, I thought. Nope. Are we caught up? No, one more. Lee Guy! What's up, Baconator? UFO Jesus reminds me of McDonald's manager. Oh, yeah, he does. Anywhere. Even Chili's, for that matter. Yeah, he looks like a Chili's cook. Yeah. That's funny. Thanks, Lee Guy. $2. Mucho gusto generoso, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. There's a couple more. Jennifer Siami with a 2-pounder. Try a robe, rich reverse psychology. Huh? What does that mean? Try a robe, rich reverse psychology. Oh, wear a robe instead of a shirt and tie. That is really funny. I wore a robe when I did my TikTok video this morning. I sent that to you, Dorothy.
Yeah, that
Dorothy?
was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching that this morning.
Oh, you're very, you're so kind. It was all right. It wasn't great.
Oh no, I can't wait to see what you're gonna drop in January. That's gonna be
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Yeah,
That is true. Yeah. Pretty
something
good
something
stuff.
exciting to look for.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, that's true. I almost forgot what I put in the TikTok thing. That's right. I am bringing out the stuff, the goods that I've been talking about for so long that used to be on cnufos.com. I am looking. Somebody just sent me something here. Hold on. Hold on. Is it over here? That is so bizarre. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's me. Oh, I knew that. Hold on a second. I'm going to play this. It's already going, but what am I doing? All right, here we go. Where is it? Oh, I can't do it that way. Dorothy, it may echo if you speak. Let me just play this video. Here we go.
Stuff indeed, and definitely something that
That's not it. This is supposed to be my TikTok. Is this how we do it?
is probably not common knowledge, or even really provable at this point. So an anti-gravity aircraft
You know, I
doesn't
really don't
use
understand
conventional
why I do
turbine
this to myself.
or rocket.
Video you have to see
I really
once in
don't.
your life.
See? Oh, that was cool. Oh, this is only... Hey everybody, this is Rich Giordano from Goof. On January 3rd, I will be dropping one of the best UFO videos never seen. I'm in my robe. That's right. It's been in my archives for almost 16 years. And I am going to show the world what a UFO video is supposed to look like. This isn't fake. This isn't some story that I'm just pulling out of my arse like some people in the community. Oh! This is real. Anyway, that's it. I can't even look at me. Oh, Dorothy, I'm sorry I took you off. There you are. And there we go. AL Warrior with another $1.49 super sticker. Mucho gusto generoso. Dorothy, why are there more women now? Do you think it's because of the easy access to get your voice out there?
I think that's part of it, and I think that for the last few years, women have been entering into more scientific and mathematical and traditional male fields in a way, in numbers that they haven't before. And I think also the fact that women are brought up from the beginning with computer technology and learning how to code and all that cool stuff really helps even that playing field for women from the get-go now. Whereas in my day, it was like, well, stick the girls at the back of the math class and just forget about them because they don't need to know math. They're just going to get married and have babies. I mean, that's how old I am, how I was raised. But I do think that women have more education and a more wide open field to start off with, just in terms of how education approaches how they treat girls in education.
That's interesting.
Compared to how it used to be. Yeah,
that's true. Well, things are different, of course, from when you were younger, even when I was younger, but I don't know, man. I think it has to do with everything you just said. And, of course, the way things are changing. We've seen a lot of UFOs in mainstream media. And I really do think Tom DeLonge did have something to do with grabbing the younger generation in towards UFOs, especially saying that they're going to build a spacecraft that can go, what is it, transmedium, go in the water, through the rocks, and into space they go. They can go anywhere. But that's never going to happen, obviously, now. And that's another thing that bothers me. The men always come up with some scam, right? You got Wilcock and Good And then Dolan is scamming people, lying and, interviewing a dead guy, as truth seekers would say. He interviewed a dead guy. I can't do his voice. It'll kill me. But, yeah, I mean, it's just... And Greer with the CE5 talking to aliens. Everybody says that's bullshit, and they think he's crazy for that. It's odd. And Jeremy, not Jeremy. There's other people out there I don't need to get in. But Jeremy Corbell's one of the worst. Absolutely the worst person I've seen in a long time. That's on mainstream media. I don't see women doing that.
Do you think it's because men in all fields of endeavor have been trained since time immemorial to be in competition with one another, as opposed to the way women have been raised from time immemorial to be the people who are cooperation and, teaching and those kinds of things where, like just when you think of the marketplace and how men are raised to think that they have to, compete. Well, now women are raised with that same idea of competing, but they don't approach it the same way because, I don't know, I think on the whole, women more think in collaborative terms. Why? Exactly. Maybe it's just the difference between women and men. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe it is just the way men and women are. It's just what is it? Women more nurturing and guys are more aggressive. They go out and hunt. It's more competitive, like you said. That's an interesting thought. I like that. And now we got women who want to be in the field. I think women always wanted to play baseball with men or football activities that men do. And you know what? I think it's the same percentage that are here. It's 85% male, 15% women. And you don't see it a lot, but I think about 15% of women wouldn't mind playing sports, alongside men.
Funny story. My cousin, who's the same age as me, when she was 5, she was the first, the very first in the United States girls captain of an all-boys softball team. She was just that good in sports.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was where you lived?
Well, not where I lived, but, everybody heard about her. And when we went to visit her, she had trophies lining her closet because she was so embarrassed of being so good at sports.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but you're right. I think you're right that there's always been a certain percentage of women who were interested in fields that were considered outside their wheelhouse. But I don't think that they necessarily were, except for the way that women were conditioned to think that they were. Now they're not being conditioned that way, and so you see a lot more women. You'll probably see a lot more women entering the field, even as you keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not, right now it's taken off, but I haven't met anybody casually, like out at the store or at a function or party, and I've never met a woman who's into UFOs or the paranormal. I think there's more women ghost hunters and spiritual than men. No?
That would make sense according to what we were talking about, differences, because women are also trained in a direct opposite way from men to be very open emotionally and, paying attention to the subtler ways of, how things are in the world with us. And men are trained to not respond to those things so that they can keep pushing forward and do what they got to do to get through whatever they got to get through so they can compete. That's just how I've seen things in the past. And I could be 100% wrong, for how it is now. But it's just, everybody comes from what they were raised with. And so I've seen a lot of changes in the educational system over the time that I was a teacher and even being in school. And so all I can figure is that there are more women coming on, and there will be more steadily in the future. I think it'll just take time, is all.
It will. In 5 years, it'll be 20% women, 80% men.
Possibly.
No, I don't think men will drop out, though. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, well, I mean, that's not really a far way. I don't know. I can't think anymore. I just can't. I don't know what else to say about the subject because it is what it is. And if we get more women in the field, it would have to really be a lot more women than men in the next 5 years to change it even 5% more. But it is interesting when you go into other fields. Huh?
I think the men could use more collaboration, and if the men bring the women into their circle, then they'll probably learn how to be more collaborative from the women. And women will learn probably how to, compete a little bit better by learning from the men. Just my guess.
I don't know. There's creepy men out there too.
Well, that's true.
If a woman looks at a guy, he automatically thinks they want to sleep with him. Oh, she looked at me. I got to keep focusing. I could see that happening. I've never seen it, in person, but I'm sure it happens. I hear about the stories, how men are just overly aggressive and won't leave the woman alone, the person, and they keep contacting, calling, and emailing, in an aggressive way. When are we going to meet? I want to meet, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I think that could make...
Is that still an issue, you think, men just dismissing women as, equal researchers or whatever under the sun?
Well, they are in the field, but then, I'll give an example, like Nicole Sackich. And she's an attractive woman who definitely gets hit on all the time. And I can imagine if she didn't have a thick skin or knew how to shrug the guys off, that could turn into something dangerous. Because that's the kind of world it is.
I see. I haven't got any advice. I've got a face made for radio, so,
Oh my God.
I don't have to worry that way.
Well, I hear these stories, and it's a shame that it happens. I think that may be one of the reasons why women get turned off. Like, as soon as they enter the field, the men are hound dogs. Even if you're not that attractive, you're just, nice. That's all it takes is nice. You're talking to this person, and they don't have any experience talking to women or ever, or at social gatherings with mixed people and all that. That's men. Men are weird. I know. I've seen it.
Well, I don't know, Rich. That's your area of expertise. You got to work on that group. I don't know.
Well, it's not me. I've always been confident.
I know. I'm just saying, it's up to the men to fix themselves. I don't know.
They can't. They're too desperate. And as soon as a woman gives a guy attention, he thinks they're going to want to go to sleep with him.
Oh.
That's the problem in the field with men and women. I'm being honest. There's always the sexual thing. I don't know if I'm making you uncomfortable, but, we don't have to talk about it. I can just talk about it. I think that is the problem. I think that's a main problem why our numbers are lower for women.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm spitting it out there right now. I don't care. I think it is the problem. And I also think it's also the upbringing, too. So.
Oh, well, yeah. The culture certainly has rewarded men for being wolves, hound dogs, and so forth and so on. So I can see where men would, get a general idea that that's just perfectly okay. I would hope that they'd start to learn now that that's really not okay, and that women are actually people, and women actually have feelings about this and choices that they can make too. It's not all up to the men.
No, I know. I don't know. I just thought it would be a good topic to talk about.
It is a good topic. I just want to see some more women on here. Because I'm not even in the field. I'm just standing next to the field, kind of looking at the field from the outside in, really.
Yeah. I hear you.
But
Yeah.
it is interesting that there's only 15% women so far. I guess, maybe the women got to get out there and publicize and have conventions of their own and so forth to raise the interest in the women. Speaking to girls on career nights, career day at school and stuff like that. I don't know. I imagine some of them could be creating their own, local circles of interest, in their own communities too.
Yeah. It'll take some time.
It will take time. All these things take time. That's what nobody's got patience for in this world anymore, is time for things to happen. So
I'm
just an old curmudgeon. What can I say?
Stop that. I think men are overly aggressive, and I think they're scaring women away from being women may come into the field, stay here for a little bit if they don't have a thick skin, because men, even women, I've seen be abusive to women just because they feel threatened. This is high school, man. That's all ufology is. It's high school all over again. Black Lotus Productions, that's a $50 super chat. Wow. And it says, he writes, "Happy Christmas, Rich. Hope it's a good one." It is. We'll definitely be on your New Year's Eve show. Please, please, please be on our last show of the year this Sunday. I sent you the link. We'd love to have you. Please send Dorothy and Coral the link.
Yay!
No, they're my women. Get your own. Unbelievable, this guy. Nah, I'm joking. Of course I will. Thank you, man. That's cool. Black Lotus Productions.
Black Lotus.
Damien. Thank you. That is really generous of you, too. He's a good guy, man. They have a nice show over there. And they're in it for the right reasons. That's why I like these guys. Yeah, well, Sunday. Okay. Thank you. Dorothy, I'm going to have to let you go because I'm ending the show, but you are incredible. Thank you for calling in and making this show more interesting because I was dying.
Well, thanks for having a conversation with me. It's the first time we've talked live for a while.
It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been like 8 months.
Has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were going to come on, and I don't know. I just never got around. I think we didn't get around to it again, right? About your story.
No, the topic never came back up, but that's all right. It'll come up again, like you said.
But that was about the flying.
Oh, Wilcock and his hover cars.
All right,
They've been around since before I saw them.
Yeah, but that was in September. But we'll have to have you on just because your story's interesting and you're an interesting person as well. So I'd like you to come on maybe in January, February,
Sure.
or yeah. Didn't I invite you
whatever.
on New Year's Eve? You're coming on, I think, if you have time.
Oh, you bet. I'll be there.
All right. Well, that goes for everybody too, because the links can I'm doing it for everybody. If anybody wants to come on, we're on for 5 hours, so it'll be a good New Year's Eve show. Dorothy, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks again.
Thank you, Rich.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you're welcome.
everybody. Merry
And,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Take care.
You too.
Dorothy's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, and that's it for tonight. I think it's a good place to end. Tomorrow's Christmas. So, enjoy. Oh, let's check. Tomorrow morning. Wait, don't go. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be here at 6 a.m. I'm going to put up get the show ready right after this one ends. And we're going to be here at 6 a.m., 6:30-ish, for the launch of the James Webb Telescope. I am putting a bet out there for you. I'm going to make a prediction. You ready? A prediction. Something's going to go wrong. Now, I can't be specific because in my mind, since they announced that they were going to be putting it out launching it up on Saturday. I can't talk. I keep seeing an explosion in my head. So let's hope I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the fiery outburst of the thrusters that will be pushing this huge and yet beautiful telescope 1 million miles away from the Earth, 750,000 miles beyond the moon, into the deep, dark solar system. And it'll take, 6 weeks or so, or 8 weeks? Well, they'll be talking about it on the show tomorrow morning. So if you can be there, that'd be great. And we'll learn a little bit about what the James Webb Telescope will be like when we're live watching NASA. So we'll be here tomorrow. I want to thank the moderators and super chatters. My God. Absolutely humbling to see that much support. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And the moderators, you do an excellent job. Merry Christmas to everybody. And thank you, newcomers and veterans alike. Like I said, you need to listen maybe a few days, check back before you make a decision if you want to subscribe to the show. Because I know this show isn't for everybody. I don't even think it's for me. But here we are. But for all the women out there, you get all the respect in the world in this field from me. I tell you that. I think you do a fantastic job. I think there should be 3 times more women in the field. If there were, I think we would have a lot more fun, obviously. But I think we would have a controlled version of what the guys are supposed to be doing. I think guys have gotten out of control. I think the men, they're not ruining ufology, ruining it. They're just killing it. They're just trying to kill it. Elizondo, believe you and me, this guy is not about disclosure. Corbell is not. Why do we even bother? I can't imagine if there were that many more women. Women, we need you in ufology. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will be back on Monday. Have a Merry Christmas. I'm sorry, tomorrow morning. The James Webb Telescope. I keep saying Monday. Officially the night show on Monday. And there won't be a UK show tomorrow. Well, I don't know. There might be. That's the longest outro in the history of the show tonight. You know? Had a lot to say. Merry Christmas to you and yours. And get ready for New Year's. We got all week to prepare. I didn't even show any videos tonight. Did I? Just the one that while I was... Yeah. Well, we're Goof On. We're Truthology for ufology. Good night. Merry Christmas.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of Christmas? And why did it downwards treasured sites in Christianity?
UFO, descending over the dome of the rock